Sup. I haven't done this in a while. As you can see, I haven't been on camera in even longer. My beard has grown. Very important. Anyway, today we're doing something very different from our normal gaming stuff or streaming stuff. I honestly just felt for it. There's been going on, a lot of things have been going on right now in the world of the internet, right? If you wonder if I'm looking over there, it's got a second screen with, some information and stuff. So first of all, I'm doing this live. No script, no nothing. This is me, you, we're talking. We're having a conversation. That's really kind of the way I usually do these type of things. Rant video. Let's call it a rant video. Let's call it what it is. But first of all, we have three big things that I want to discuss and talk about right now because they are big. And I want to, in the end, throw out my opinion on what I think you can get away from all these three cases. Because right now, we are all treating them almost the same when they should be treated as three different things. And I believe that the internet at the moment are using its power, its deplatforming power, or its hate mob power, or whatever you want to call it, wrong. When there is a legitimate case to be able to say that we can make it good, we can use our power to maybe deplatform someone in a good way, or make someone no longer have a presence and a voice online, which there are some people that shouldn't have that. And it's been proven time on and time past, that we can get rid of people with a large platform that doesn't deserve it, that needs to be told that they cannot have this platform. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get into it. There are three cases right now that are going on. Three. I know I was holding up four, but it's three. The case itself, I'm going to keep calling the cases because that's what kind of was too much CoffeeZilla. We have Dantes' case, the League player. We have DrDisrespect's case. And we have IamAlex case. Now, these are three different cases. I'm going to go very quickly over what they are about. If you want more on it, you can go look up it yourself. It's a very widely discussed on the internet right now. As I'm going to start with DrDisrespect because we know the least about that. So DrDisrespect has been basically called out by I don't know if you called out, but there's been leaks from a former Twitch employee on why he got banned off of a Twitch. There was a big dispute a couple of years ago on why he got banned, what happened. No one told us, right? Rumors been going around, things has been spoken, but no confirmation, proof, nothing has been said about it, right? And the internet has wondered, and I honestly said a lot of people almost forgot about it. Almost, until today, or a couple of days ago, where it was said that it was he was basically trying to meet up with a minor at a convention. It was proven that he was texting someone to meet up a minor, right? Horrid if it's true, but we have no proof that it's true, right? So I don't know really why there's too much crazy throwing of shit at DrDisrespect right now. There shouldn't be without proof. We have a former Twitch employee, if I understand it right, a high up Twitch employee, which is the only reason I think any of this should be taken maybe under accountable, even though I have seen some allegations thrown at that person's too of very shady behavior before. But what I'm trying to say here, this is the allegation that was thrown at DrDisrespect recently, and this was his response, right? Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring on Monday. Now, I almost want to catch up with that Elden Ring stream, I'm not going to lie, because he's not getting away from saying more on it, I think. So let's quickly talk about why this post really doesn't prove, not even prove is wrong, really just fuel for fire for a lot of people. And one way of showing why it's fuel for the fire is very easily by, I don't agree with Keemstar. I think most people know Keemstar. I don't even have to talk about who Keemstar is. But what he said right here, sadly, is very true. Bro, why won't you say I was not talking to a minor, trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon, like was alleged? Right? Why did he not say that? Now, it could be a couple of things. If it has anything to do with a contract, is anything to do with a settlement, or something that was made with Twitch or with someone else, right? That's his reasoning for not saying anything. But I'll say this right now. The person who made this allegation could easily be thrown into court for defamation of character by Dr. Disrespect, but it doesn't seem like he's trying to do that. He also says words like, nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, all been probed and settled. Like, why does it sound more that this was actually a thing that was investigated, just there wasn't enough proof? That's what it sounds like to me, right? Otherwise, you would just say, I didn't do it. This never happened. Right? That's what you would say if you were innocent. I've always been under belief if you're innocent, you're going to go up on that mountain and scream to the town, I'm fucking innocent! Because obviously you don't want to have any sort of allegation of that size thrown at you. It can ruin your career. It can ruin your life. So why would he even for a second believe that this was a good idea? I don't know. So I'm not going to even pretend. But quickly, that's one case. So the next allegation, the next case that we're talking about is Dantes and Lorenci. Her right there. I can't pronounce it even if I tried. So basically what happened is that you can see that they basically started a rumor or spread out exposed information that never needed to be exposed. Never needed to see the light of day of the internet, right? Never. And release that on the stream. I don't know if they have something personal against Dantes. I don't know any of this. Is all irrelevant, really, because it all came down to not being true. He's basically was called out for being a bad boyfriend in his previous relationships. Previous relationship, basically, with an allegation that he was in, what was it? I think his girlfriend was getting an abortion in Germany, and he was doing some league tournament or something like that, right? In another country and left her to do it on her own. Sounds very shitty when you put it like that, right? But it wasn't true. Well, it was true, but the circumstances was not that. It was a thing that they had talked about, those two as a couple, and that should have ended there. They agreed on it. They talked about it. They made a decision about it, and they both came out of that, as adult, talked about it, and it was done. Done deal, over. And now this guy, Tarsened, has come out and basically start talking about all this shit, which there's no need for it. He's even like this. I want to openly express my deepest sympathies and apologies to those who have been hurt by my recent actions. Obviously, like, look at all this. He writes all of this, right? Which just, to me, so much proofs. You know what? We're reading through it. Fuck it. I want to openly express my deepest sympathies and apologies to those who have been hurt by my recent actions. Over the course of my life, I would always remind myself that my anger stemmed from League of Legends and that I was a completely normal individual outside of the game. I play League. That doesn't go for even half of the people that play League. Despite this, I have let my behavior and anger seep into who I am as a person and need to grow to change and apologize for what I've done. Good apology. I wonder who wrote it for him. I've come to the terms with my attitude and refuse to remain in denial, not become better. At a certain point, one must realize that they aren't as untouchable and complete as a human being as they once thought they were. Retaliation has always been my kryptonite. If someone did me wrong, I would escalate things far beyond what is normal and act vindictive, petty, and spiteful. So what it seems like that he saw something happening to a guy or a girl that he didn't like, and he wanted to spread shit about them. Because they wronged him in the past. He's trying to do revenge. And now he realizes that his actions has consequences. Who knew? Moron. Showcase, I saw everything in the name of merely winning an internal beef. And once again, let my ego get the better of me. I always felt the need to make others feel like if they hurt me, that when my family and my most important are coming to be disappointed and ashamed. Basically, he's apologizing, and good for you to realizing your mistake and not doubling down on it. But anyway, that's that story is basically over. But we are still in the beginning treated it kind of the same like we did with the first story, right? We were attacking or kind of deplatforming things just based on initial action and anger and reaction to something that we learned that was spread by basically a person that we now realize have no morals, right? There's a similarity to the Dr. Disrespect case, right? Even though the allegations are less severe, let's go with less severe, because that's basically what I meant, right? Next case. We have, I think, the bigger one and the one that we're going to see a lot more of, which I'm not excited about seeing a lot more of it, but it's good that we get to see a lot more on it, because I think it's a deal that was in the making for a long time. And that is the IamAlex case. And now I need to drink. Anyway, IamAlex is a famous, big commentator, YouTuber guy. You know what? Let's just check how big is IamAlex. Oh shit! A lot of the videos that currently are being shown are a lot of videos that shows him being exposed. Oh no! By the way, I like the videos back then. Now this guy has been in the news for a long. I can't even find this. I was trying to find the man's channel. This.
I've just seen the weirdest.
Do you even have a shadow anymore, May? Oh yeah, you do. Here you go. It's a big channel he got. His most famous one is it's right here. He puts himself on a pedestal, doesn't he? It's a nice thing, right? I love it, by the way. That's a tangent I need to talk about some other times, with people putting themselves on the high horses, proving themselves to be, you know, fairer than thou, trying to be better than they are. Like we don't, every one of us don't have a closet filled with shit that we don't want exposed on the internet. We all got something that we've done on the internet that we weren't proud of, right? And we don't want it to be exposed. Some of it is worse, like in Alex's case, and others is just something really embarrassing, or something you said, something you accidentally said, etc., right? But anyway, that's irrelevant. IamAlex's case is the biggest one, because he is the only one I think you could rightfully throw shit at right now and not really be put in a situation where you are being painted as the bad guy, because this guy is a piece of shit in every form that I can think of, really. This is actually the statement. This is to read first. You know what? Let's read it first together. I think I can make it so you guys can see it too. There we go. There's a trigger warning. If you have problems with any of these you see on the screen right now, don't read. Leave. Flee. There's so many people reading this. Also, that I'm not surprised. This is a sensitive subject to me, as I have struggled to figure out, put it in words. I have been threatened by Alex to not come out with anything at all and to keep quiet, or he will create a counteracting story to discredit my own. But I'm not scared anymore. No matter what is said in response to the statement, I know I've said my piece and I can move on with my life. I made this document as a complication. You guys know I can't speak. That's irrelevant. You can see what I'm talking about here. Of my experience while being with Alex, and I have put screenshots with these accounts on the corresponding paragraphs. This will be a long one, and I will start from the beginning so you can understand the full story and the heavy burden this has been to me. I think you can kind of can see where this is going, right? This is not going to go something bright. This is not going to have a fairy tale ending. This is horrid shit that we're going into right now. Seeing each other, we started officially dating, giving each other 100% of time, effort with no argument. Alex, after small things became huge issues, which were we discovered at first. Alex felt that because I'm home all day and work from home, that I would be able to call 24/7 and completely shut out any other social interaction I have with my friends. To avoid that, I invited him into my groups and stopped working as much. This is what I call the biggest red flag you can put on a mountain and call Mount Everest. That's all I'm saying. These small arguments worsened to the point where he would turn on his camera and start shouting at me on a call. Imagine this. You're like, if you want to, like, if you're sitting in a Discord call with your friends, right, whatever, and you don't have it as a normal thing, sitting with your face cam, and then suddenly you just start screaming at, your friend just starts screaming at you. And it's like, all right, why are you screaming at me? Well, what's the reason for you fucking screaming at me? And then suddenly, the dude that you, like... Yeah, you know this dude. Why don't he turns on his camera just so you can see the expression of anger or annoyance or whatever in his face while he looks at you and screams out into the void. That you have a person who should not be let out of his cell. He has gone as far as to tell me to self-harm. At the point that I told him about my previous history, this would be accompanied with a multiple horrible messages calling me a whore, a bitch, and slimy. The dude's not even creative with what he says. He would also tell me that I caused argument as an excuse for me to leave him, saying, I don't know how I ended up with someone like you. This is just a manipulative bitch saying this. So yeah, I'm not going to go into too much. As you can see, there's a lot of shit right here. I think personally, this clip and this clip shows alone what he's done. Sorry, so we're going to watch them in full. What you don't know is I can't actually hear it because I don't have my headphones on.
Is it generally because you're just fucking brain dead?
Yeah, I'm very brain dead, yeah.
Is that why you decided to go on the fucking offensive instead of the, maybe... Okay. I don't know what to call what you did. It was weird. It's always weird. You always take this fucking weird route. Just do the normal route, which is... Just do the normal route, but a normal girlfriend.
You're acting like this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fucking fix.
I'm gonna...
Do you see that? When you meet the person who cannot control themselves when trying to talk to get to the point where even showing a little bit of violence, that is a red herring, and you should run and not have that person in your life at all. Because they have the tendency of maybe becoming violent. And if you have someone who might become violent, that is just literally inviting problems into your life that you don't want. You don't want that problem. She couldn't know this. There's no blame from me to her. This is something I need to get across. She is a victim in this, no matter how you want to put it. Or whatever comes out in the future, she is a victim that was pushed to whatever, was pushed by this guy. Horrible. It's numbing. I might joke, I might jest, I might laugh, I might smile, but there's literally nothing other than pain looking at this. These are two people who are in a relationship, in a loving relationship that has been going on for an X amount of time, and they sit there and yell at each other for the... I don't even know what this was about, but you...
fucking bash your fucking head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the fuck up. Because this one, genuinely, this one, you fucked this royally.
Did you hear that? First of all, he threatened her with violence, which he allegedly later did. Not that specifically, obviously, but something else. But instantly after his threatening of physical violence, what does he do straight after? He blames her. He blames her and nobody else. Nothing else needs to be said about And let's watch the first
Thing
one
about
too.
you, and this is the thing, and this is why I fucking go round and round in circles. I join call, and when I'm getting, you're talking to me, going, this is the thing. Even though now, when it's too fucking late, you admit that you did everything fucking wrong. But when it actually matters, when you should lay down like a good fucking dog, you don't fucking do it. You fight for some reason. I don't know why you fight, because you're losing, because you end up admitting that you fucked it all up anyway. So it's just fucking weird. And I know that you're going to end up admitting that you fucked it all up, which is why it's easy.
He just called his partner of a year or whatever it was at this point a dog. At least there's no one anymore trying to protect this guy, because this guy has been in the attack. Like, he has been scrutinized before, and I've followed some of it. I'm not sad to see that this guy currently is falling down and in the pit of his own undoing. I'm not sad about that, because he has done some horrid shit in the past, and now it just shows and proves to me that that's the kind of guy he is. But anyway, all of that, yes, you have a guy you can do platform. Now I'm going to try and very quickly, basically, let's say, round this up with what I'm trying to say. By the way, I saw this when I was looking up his Twitter, and let's just say I didn't cry. I didn't cry. It's sad in the sense that there's probably more people who've been screwed over in that sense. But anyway, I digress. Fuck Alex. Well, not really. Not anymore. You know what I mean? So, point here is very simple. I'm trying to understand something. I'm trying to tell you something. Whenever I saw all these three stories line up in the span of a week, I've been thinking. And I've been talking to my partner, Icky, about it here and there. And, like, it's in my mind that what I see is three totally different cases being treated so similarly by the internet, with no thinking, no regard, no anything. There's just attacking lynch mob going after the people without any sort of direction or without any sort of real anything. So, out of these three people, there are only one person you can currently fully attack without actually being wrong in the end. Now that is IamAlex. No matter what comes out after, that guy has now cooked his last steak. There is nothing left for him on the internet. He should be deplatformed for what he has said or what he has done to his partner, right? No matter what, even if it comes out that she was something else as well, he should still also as well be put in a situation where he no longer can do stuff. That's on a platform. That's just what should happen. Dante should be forgiven by most of the internet, if not all of the internet, right? Just because you are normally a league player who's been seen as toxic here and there doesn't mean that you deserve to be thrown out thrown out the window by a lot of people and shitted on the instantly you heard an allegation thrown out by a guy with less than no credentials, less than no integrity. That should not have been the case, but that's what happened. Because that's how we work. We see, we attack, we kill. That's the point. Anyway, sorry. Next person, the next case here, right, is DrDisrespect. Now, his is the most complicated in a weird way, because we have to look at that and see that there are things we need to know, but there are also things that we already know. And the first thing is that we have no proof. But the second thing we know is the allegations by someone who was high up in Twitch enough to hear things if they actually happened that way. And then we have the statement made by DrDisrespect himself, which was less than adequate, in my opinion, to defend himself against the allegations that are strong enough to destroy people's careers. So, what I'm trying to say here is basically that if we have this beautiful thing on the internet, which is a basically weapon, like you can call it a lynch mob. Let's call it what it is, right? We can take people who do not deserve to be on this platform and throw them out the window. Make sure that they do not have influence in the world in any way, shape, or form, right? We have that power. But if we start attacking anyone, we lose the legitimacy of that power. Like, we look at the insta reaction on Dante, for example, which basically threw him to the dogs and let him burn, basically. Which we now, later, that's going to have to come back, because that wasn't true. It wasn't supported by either of the two parties. And then you have IamAlex, which 100% you can throw to the wolf instantly because you saw physical proof. This
about you, and this is the thing.
This is why physical
go
proof.
Round in circles. I join cool, and when I'm getting, you're talking to me, going, this is the thing. Even though
he can't even speak, that's the worst.
Now, when it's too fucking late, you admit that you did everything fucking wrong.
It's coming from me.
But when it actually matters, when you should lay down like a good fucking dog, you don't fucking do it. You're fucked.
Yeah, that's proof. That we cannot question. Right? And that's what we have to see the difference on. When we just have an allegation, when we have proof, and when we have rumors. Right? And then we have to take it from there. We have to use our power wisely and throw out people from any community that doesn't deserve to be there. But rightfully and with backing. That's my point. This is not usually what I do. But I see this and how I don't have a big platform, but I see this and I was like, what? Why are we not doing the right thing when we have the tools to do it? It's clearly just because, one reason or another, we just hate one guy and we want the other one out, or we don't want the other one out. Okay, we're cutting that part out. But you see something like Keem agreeing with him. Like not agreeing with him, but agreeing and saying something that was actually smart. And defamation laws are coming. It should be, but he doesn't seem to say it. And then I agree with this. Proven innocent into proven guilty is a thing that should be a thing. Social media making it guilty into proven innocent. Okay, this is mostly just rambling at this point, honey. I know. I don't know where I'm throwing this one in. I've rambled enough, I'm not a reaction channel. I'm not a drama channel. So I'm not going to do this too often, I think. Let's be completely fair. This is ruthless. This is dumb. This is disgusting. And did I say ruthless just because I saw ruthless up here? Yes, I did. What you going to do about it? Come on. I feel like we have to speak out when we see something that isn't right. That's something you always do. When you see... Because this could happen to anyone, right? You can get a false thing thrown at you. You could get an old friend throwing something at you. Or you can get... you can actually, in Alex's case, for example, he can finally see what an asshole he is, or what asshole he acted, and he will get punished for it. He gets consequences for what he did, which would make sure, I wouldn't talk that way with my girlfriend, fiance even. I wouldn't say that to her. And even if let's say I didn't understand that was bad to begin with, now I know, because now I see what happened to Alex. Like, I even heard laughing at that. You understand how stupid this is? Anyway, sorry, I'm just rambling. That's gonna be it for this. I might do some more talking stuff. I do like talking a lot. You guys might have noticed if you're on the streams or if you see my videos or whatever. Anyway, thank you much for stopping by. Have a lovely continuation of your day /stream, depending where you're in the world. And to Tob, a long-time friend of mine, I'm not bald and I have a beard. Fuck you.